Okay, let's talk about the great economic update that we got yesterday on the housing market. There was a webinar that was done by Dr. Lawrence Yun, who is the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, and some of his colleagues that he had on the webinar as well. We had a lot of great information concerning the upstate of South Carolina. We actually are on the top 10 list of places that are going to continue to be points of interest for people moving. So that is awesome in itself. Um, we do have wonderful job creation in the upstate of South Carolina, as many of you know, from Anderson to Greenville. We have a lot of industry coming into this area, which is wonderful. Um, we also have, affordable housing that's here to some, not to all. But one of the biggest things that he really wanted to make a point of is that we don't have the economic indicators to show that we are in a housing recession. Yes, houses, contracts have slowed, solds have slowed, houses are sitting on the market longer, but we are not seeing a huge dip in price. So we are actually just leveling out this market, which is what we needed to do so bad. Because this is the thing, 2020 and 2021, and actually the beginning of this year, was just a real estate phenomenon. The market that we had was absolutely insane. And, quite personally, I hope to never be there again, because there was just so many moving parts to what was going on. And, people were buying houses that really, if they had had some time to think about the purchase, they probably wouldn't have bought. And then all that did was throw out people that really, really did want to be in those houses, because some of those people couldn't compete with the people, that were just throwing money and waiving appraisals and waiving inspections and doing all that crazy stuff. It was not a good market. It's good to see this. It honestly is. It's just good to see that buyers are able to have time to go look at 2 or 3 houses now before they make a decision, and make sure that the house that they find is going to be the one that's going to fit the needs that they currently have. So, we have great, like I said, we have a great job market here in the upstate. Charleston was also on that list of the top 10. But the other thing that he mentioned was, jobs. We have plenty of jobs. People are not losing jobs. We don't have, millions of people that have lost their job or that don't have a job currently. So that's all good for the housing market. We do not have no doc loans. So that is awesome for the market, because we know that the people buying these houses can actually afford them, which is great. Really, the positivity went on and on. Like I said, you have to accept that we are going into a normal market. So hopefully when you're thinking about listing your house, you're going to call that realtor that you either have a relationship with, or you were referred to, and you're going to get the actual data on where we are in the market today. We get reports from the National Association of Realtors. We get reports from the South Carolina Association of Realtors. And then, of course, we have good data in our very own MLS that we can pull from. So you should have a really good idea of how long your house will be on the market, potentially how long it may be on the market before you get an offer. And so this is not the time to panic. We don't need prices. This is what could change the pricing of homes, and that's if too many people list their house and don't give it the actual time it deserves to be on the market to bring in a good offer, and you start doing massive price drops. We are not there. We are not there. So please just make sure that when you talk to a realtor, you are you are given the information that's most important to you. And if it's days on market, then make sure to get that information from the realtor. Now, we don't have a crystal ball, but like I said, with the data that we have access to, we should be able to get you pretty close to the days on market that you're looking at. We do have what's happening right now. One of the things that slowed the housing market is a buyer retreat. A lot of buyers that have been in the market because of rising interest rates and because of lack of being able to beat other buyers in a competitive buyer's market for so long, they're just kind of done. They also are just sitting on the sidelines waiting to see if those interest rates do start to come back down to a little bit closer to where they were when this buyer was originally pre-approved, which may or may not happen. It looks like inflation has kind of actually started to go down a little bit, so that's a good sign that interest rates are going to kind of start to level out. We may have, we just had an increase this week actually, but that increase will not directly affect your mortgage loans. That was already figured into the mortgage loans, so you shouldn't see a big jump from that. They may go up a couple more times, but then it is being projected that they're going to level out. So we're thinking that they'll level out about the 5.5% rate. Probably not going to be till sometime mid to late next year before that happens. So anyway, that is kind of where we are on the economic update. And if you need any additional information, I hope you will feel free to reach out to me on any of the means below. And if you missed the video that I did on the 2-1 buy down, that might be a great video for you to watch next. Thanks so much.